weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Well, it looks like this week will be pretty much a carbon copy of last week when we had the start to the day being fairly dry. Then by the afternoon, we see these pop-up showers and thunderstorms pretty much any place, any time. That's going to happen again today and for, well, the work week, it appears. Here's a look at First Alert Live Doppler radar. Already trying to see some little isolated showers trying to get going. I've got the animation running here so you can see how things are running, especially west of us. Got these little renegade showers that are popping up. Nothing too ominous out there. Moving off to the north and east and seeing a few little showers trying to make a run at the Western Kentucky Parkway up near Litchfield and Clarkson, Kentucky and Grayson County. A few showers as you run up the Pennyrile Parkway and I-69 back into Hopkins County, Madisonville, Earlington, down toward Hopkinsville, the land between the lakes. Later this afternoon, like we've seen most afternoons, we'll see a little bit more development, but who gets rain is always the big question. How much is always the big question as we just see these pop up anywhere, anytime. 79 degrees thanks to some cloud covers, keeping our temperatures running a little bit cooler than normally we've seen around the midday hour, but we're seeing mainly mid-70s all across south central Kentucky, where we're getting a little bit more sun, like down in Franklin. You're at 80 degrees at this hour, 79 here, and you see 75s back Madisonville, Greenville, and some 75s out east, Edmonton and Columbia. And speaking of Edmonton, we're show you that camera here in just a second. Dew points running in the mid and upper 60s right now across the area with winds. That's what's keeping us slightly less humid than what we've seen in previous days. A nice little breeze out of the south-southwest, 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that's kind of stirring up the atmosphere a little bit more so that we don't feel that very humid air that's been parked over the area for the last week. Here is that brand new AAA Systems weather cam in HD from Edmonton. As we're watching folks there on the square, we're looking off to the south and west. This vantage point is from or near the Edmonton County or the Metcalfe County, Edmonton Metcalfe County Chamber of Commerce. I knew I'd get it right eventually, but there you go. Another way to see the weather coming into your area when we have severe weather especially. And events like this weekend will be going on right there along the square because of US 68 that runs through Edmonton. That's the 400-mile yard sale. So we got that up just in time for that big event. 79 degrees right now in Bowling Green, a south-southwesterly wind coming in at 16 and a falling barometer at 30.15. We check out other weather cams. Greenville now, you're mostly cloudy, 75 degrees in Muhlenberg County. Munfordville and Hart counties at 77 and mostly cloudy. Glasgow, you've started to cloud up too after some morning sun. You're now at 78 degrees in Barron County and Mammoth Cave National Park, mix of sun and clouds, and your temperature at 78. Showers have been few and far between, but we're seeing now the afternoon hours and a little heating starting to kick in with these little leftover outflow boundaries that keep moving across the area from previous day thunderstorm activity, and those have been the focal point for development for new showers and thunderstorms. And so whatever development we see today would actually come from those old outflow boundaries from previous days. And here you see that mix of clouds and sun, the low clouds that have settled in over south central Kentucky. That is keeping kind of a lid on things right now. 79, slightly cooler than it has been at this hour at midday. In fact, we're 3 degrees cooler than at midday yesterday. The setup, though, is much the same that we've seen over the last few days, especially last week. We've got high pressure out east of us. We've got an incoming boundary out to the west of us. A lot of moisture just sitting here waiting for a trigger. Usually it's the sunlight itself, the sun's energy heating up the atmosphere, setting off those sporadic showers and thunderstorms. A little better in the way of coverage, I think, tomorrow as that frontal boundary starts to edge a little bit closer to Bowling Green and southern Kentucky. And certainly by Wednesday, we'll be watching underneath the banner there. You see an area of low pressure in that red area. That is a big complex of thunderstorms that the Storm Prediction Center is keeping an eye on for the possibility of a widespread damaging wind event that could possibly come together for Wednesday night into early Thursday if that thing should take a right turn and head toward our area. Big question mark whether that's going to happen, but we'll keep an eye on it. Warm and slightly humid this afternoon. Chance of thunderstorms 85. For tonight, still that chance of showers, warm and a bit muggy, 69. Tomorrow, we'll do the same thing all over again. In fact, much of this week is just going to be a carbon copy of each day, cut and paste, rinse and repeat, as I call it. 85 again tomorrow, 87 Wednesday, 83 on Thursday is the first day of that 400-mile yard sale I was talking about along US 68. Goes all the way through the weekend. And each day, we do have a daily chance that somebody out there will get a shower or thunderstorm. We're back with more Midday Live in just a minute.